Hey guys, and welcome back to the theBSofSociety. So, I kind of just wanted to make a general discussion videos about gacha games real quick. This isn't specific about Girls for Online, I'm just using it as gameplay right now. But I'll probably reference Girls for Online quite a bit. I feel like as I've been making my videos about the issues of like Genshin Impact, Girls for Online, and even the older videos about like Azure Lane and stuff, I don't know, for some reason I got this feeling in the back of my mind like I'm making these videos because I'm pissed off at spending money on the game. But I guess this video kind of just serves as a self monologue in a way, but also kind of advice for other people. Because I know Imtash made a similar video for the for the Genshin community. Right? Because like there are a lot of people in the Genshin community that are spending money on characters like Zhongli, Ganyu, Yay Miko, right? And it's like eventually they're going to regret the amount of money that they spent. Okay? Back in 2018, there was this female streamer that I was simping for, mostly because I lost a friend that was like a really, really good friend. Almost a girl that I would basically ask out and even marry if she was still alive. Well, obviously, she died. She died in a car crash. And I kind of was putting my emotions through this streamer, right? And basically what happened was I became a total simp. I mean, I probably sent her at least $1,000, maybe more, right? I mean, I think at this point I've probably spent about as much money in gacha games as I sent her, but if I was still watching her streams, I probably would have sent much more to her. My bank account would probably be empty by now if I was still watching her. Yeah, I regret. I mean, I don't regret sending her like a little bit, but what I regret is I regret sending her so much because I was hurting, you know. And then after a few years, I basically left her channel in 2019. Now I finally get to, anime games, or anime in general. And then I start playing gacha games. And the benefit to spending money in gacha games is that, like, these characters are mine. You know what I mean? Like, I own this, like, say this Girls for Online account right here. I own this account. Every outfit I get them is theirs. It's mine. These girls aren't just going to up and leave, right? These girls dedicate all their attention to me. You know what I mean? So you get a little bit more attention than you would from a streamer. When you donate to a streamer, you get the attention for basically that split second. After that, it's done, right? And what a lot of simps don't understand about female streamers, I mean, like, I can understand you want to support your favorite streamer, but it's like, especially once they get bigger, you're pretty much just a number to them, right? It's kind of similar to working for a normal company. Okay, when you work for a small company that has like maybe 5 employees, you are going to get personal with each employee. You're going to get personal with the boss too, right? And oftentimes what happens is that these bosses start caring about their employees, right? And you tend to have a positive working environment. And then you go to work for somebody like Club Car, which is where my dad works, and all of a sudden you're treated as nothing but a number. Even if you're in a position where it's like it's very beneficial to the company, One small step and you're fired. You know, especially if you're the wrong gender or race, right? One small step and you're fired. Doesn't happen with the girls in gacha games. You know? And like part of the reason why I spend money in gacha games is because I like the cosmetics. Um I like the story. I want to keep the game running. A gacha game cannot keep running without fresh money, right? That's the same reason why I spent money in MMOs is because it's like they are also free to play, but them being free to play means they have to make money in the game. It's kind of like the only way they really stay in business is by you making a quote unquote donation, right? And as you spend more and more money, a lot of the issues with these games can kind of get to you more and more because it's like take Girls Frontline for example. The outfit gacha, I didn't really look at the outfit gacha when I first started, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I was really looking at it. If I would have noticed it way back then, I probably would have quit the game. But now that I'm so far into Girls Frontline, I don't want to quit it. Right? And I think this is the same way with a lot of people in Genshin. And then they just spend more and more money, and so they can't quit it even more and more. Right? Like Genshin Impact, I quit almost instantly. I mean, there was like no second thought about it. I mean, I spent a little bit of money on it, but I quit it instantly. Compared to Honky, compared to Azur Lane, Arknights I could easily quit too because I haven't really done much on that either. Epic 7 I could probably quit easily if I really wanted to. But Azur Lane, Girls Frontline, and Honky? Not really. And even like Warframe was also hard for me to quit. You know? And part of the reason why I made my initial issue series for like every gacha game I've played was because I don't want to quit them. Or I want them to improve. And that's why I'm kind of remaking them now. I'm remaking them now so that way I have a little bit of a better attitude. But at the same time, I'm also remaking them to kind of reiterate the fact that I don't want to quit these games. I generally don't want to quit Girls Online. I don't want to quit Honky. I don't want to quit Azur Lane. I'd like to keep playing all 5 gacha games I'm playing and maybe even add Genshin back into it. Actually, I won't be able to do that because 6 gacha games is definitely too many. But, you know, and I like to express what I want to see improved in the game. Now, for the vast majority of gacha gamers, I think a lot of the reasons why you don't like the gacha game that you're playing, take Genshin for example, is because you're probably just regretting how much money you've spent in the game. And it's important to keep in mind that if you're going to spend money in a game, make sure you won't regret it later. And as of right now, I don't regret any penny that I've spent. I just don't want to quit these games because I spent money in them. And so, like the issues with Girls Frontline, I want these systems improved so that way I don't have as much of a reason to quit. Because if these issues persist, the likelihood of me quitting only gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't ignore things forever. And especially for a gacha game company, when you lose your actual paying customers, you have a problem because they're the ones that are keeping you in business. So with all these free-to-plays out here that are telling me that there's nothing wrong with Girls Frontline, just know that every single player that quits is a potential customer that left. It's like walking into a shoe store, not having the right shoe size as somebody, and then never doing anything about it. Okay? So when you've got a lot of people that are looking for like 8.5 or like these odd number shoe sizes. If somebody says, hey, I'm looking for this shoe size, you put an order in for that shoe size, and then you call the customer back, assuming you asked them for their number, and you say, hey, we have this shoe size, and you keep a paying customer. Okay? That's why you have a lot of these studios always trying to get more and more people. A lot of game companies try to find more and more ways to get more people into their game, but then they just piss off everybody else, and then they wonder why their games aren't doing so well. You know? And, for a gacha game, the improvements I'm trying to make won't keep them from making money. They would actually probably get me to spend more money, if we're being honest. Improving the gacha, the outfit gacha system. If I can afford something, I'll spend money on it. You know what I mean? Like, Azure Lane, the outfits are like $20. I can afford them. Girls Front Line, $450, not a chance. You know? So you improve your system so that way people have more of a reason to be able to spend money on the game. You get the point. With that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.